Hey March, we're playing Hit and Run! And that's my bad impression of Simpsons. Welcome to a Let's Play of the Simpsons Hit and Run. I played this game once as a young little lad, and we are going to play it again. Maybe 100% it. I'm kind of the guy who likes to 100% things. You've probably seen this game before. There's a million Let's Plays of this game. In the moment, though, somebody in my chat is telling me to search up Cementa. What in tarnation? Some Cementa is a... What is this? Hang on. He's eating a salad in my chat, and I need to know what Cementa is. Or Smetana. I can't even read it right. Fucking loser. Okay, Smetana? What the fuck is Smetana? It's a Czech composer, but it's also a food. Hold on. What is smetana? This is something you'll see happen in these Let's Plays. Someone will talk about something, and I'll pull up my laptop to search it. What is this? A dairy product primarily known as sour cream. Oh, you're using sour cream on your salad? No fucking way. That's weird, dude. No way. Wait, wait. Oh, whoa. Ad block. Calm down there. Whoa, dude. Okay, wait, smetana. Okay, wait, smetana salad dressing? Okay, wait, smetana salad. No, it's still the same shit. You're basically putting sour cream, it's telling me, on your salad. That's a bit weird to me, bud. Yeah, oh, oofity oof. Anyways, we'll close the laptop. That's all the research we're doing today. And we're going to not resume game, but we're going to play the game. Isn't quite the same, but okay, well.
I'm a very lonely man.
Yes, you are, and so am I. Okay, wait. New game. Oh, fuck, I can't skip this. This is annoying.
I'm endorsing a new cola, kids. And this one isn't poisonous to anybody.
That we know of.
New and improved Buzz Cola is made from only the finest sugars and waters. Plus, it has a
I'm disrespecting your smetanis. You're Angie? Okay. you probably meant to write it properly, but you wrote Angie. I'm Angie. Birch, I'm Angie.
Let's get Buzz Cola.
Smetana. Birch, I want some smetana on my little legs. I got a hype chest. My boy in my chat, I haven't streamed in a while, and then, like, they just send me all the... Shut up! Shut up, Bart. Okay, I know how to play game. Alright, I am Simpson, you are Homer. Hi, wife. Yeah! Holy shit. Alright, let's talk.
Homie, somebody ate every dessert in the house. I need you to run to the store and pick up some of that ice cream with the miniature pies in it.
Well, it must have been one of our kids. Probably Millhouse.
Holy fuck. I honestly, like, would never listen to the missions, and I'm kind of just doing it just for the sake of, since I'm playing this game, might as well get the most of it. Die, child. Alright. Alright, let's, it's the start of the game, so shit's gonna be super easy here today. Or at least for, like, this episode. This episode's gonna probably last, like, half an hour, 40 minutes. Yo, Average Bling, finally made it to a stream of yours. Yo, what's up, Average Bling? Welcome to the stream. I have not streamed in a while. I've mustered up the manly courage to press stream on my fucking thing as a grown-ass man, because I've just been like, nah, can't stream, nothing perfect yet. I suffer from perfection, so that's why there hasn't been any streams lately. Anyway, or perfectionism. Hold on. Hit Y.
Yeah, freezer burn on my beard.
Yes. Holy shit, man. It's been so long, and there's like a thing. If you have not played Hit and Run, let me know in chat. Or if you have, press 1. If you have not, press 2, or just whatever. They say confidence is key, man. Yes, just like my big shalom.
Damn, boy.
Yes, thank you, Anthony Fantanmus. But yeah, if you never played this game, wait, not in the options? Oh, wait, what? Okay, I guess I have to be outside of this little area before I can show you. But basically, there's like gags all over the world at each level, and to collect everything, you gotta like activate all the gags. But anyways.
Hey, Pooh, give me a cola, and I need another bucket of ice cream with mini pies.
What happened to the ice cream with mini pies your wife bought this morning?
I probably ate it. I don't remember stuff too good.
Oh my gosh. Like Simpsons, like...
Complete. Go back home and talk to Mom to start the next mission.
Okay, Bart, I go home and eat egg. Man, I can't not play this game when I don't think about whatchamacallit. Cause on Oni Plays they played it with like not Chris Hansen, fucking Ego Raptor. Fuck, I forget his full actual name, but and I just remember like they had a really fun one where I don't buy eggs for Bart. It was actually really funny. So now whenever I play this game, I just think of that like little moment. Oh my god, I used to play this game so much as a kid on the GameCube. And so now we play it as adult and maybe get everything. I always wanted to beat the game. I never did. It got hard at some point with like the undead end of the world area. Game sucks. Next game. Suck my nut, Bart. Too bad.
Lisa left for school without her science.
Lisa needs braces.
Get it to
But
her.
I buy eggs for Bart. Lisa needs braces.
You can drop it off on the way to work.
Yeah. Okay, so basically, okay, you know, I really thought... We're only 2 missions in, and I'm giving up on listening to these things. I mean, I might listen to the later ones, but, like, all the first ones, like, when you're a kid, you just kind of play games over and over, and you kind of just, like, forget about this shit. Oh, yeah, so I gotta beat Skinner to the school to get Lisa her project back. Get her braces. Fuck. I was testing this stream, and I was, like, beating this mission so easily, and right when I booted up, of course, on stream, I, like, hit a car right away. Sad face emoji. Alright, no, we're gonna good. Hey, yo, Skin. Stop skinning through the stop signs. What kind of teacher is that? I've also never actually properly drifted in this game. If you press B, you kind of like do like, you know, the skid thing. I don't know. Cars do that in racing games, and that seems like a good strategy. Like, I get it, it's like the handbrake thing, but like, I just hit B and thing on ground. So that's how I see it. Alright, I beat him. Super easy mission. This game doesn't really get hard until like, I'd say like, the bar? No, the like area 4 or 5? I don't even know, man. Alright. Let me go inside. So yeah, I'm assuming no one here has ever played these levels. Also, wait, hang on. I just remembered someone was typing something. I've heard. Wait, you've never heard of this game before? Are you serious? The angriest Germa has ever been on stream was on this game? No fucking way. Look how fucking like janky your head is. I always thought it was kind of off-putting. I think everyone agrees. But I guess, I don't know. It's the best they could do with a 3D Simpson.
Thanks for bringing me my model of the digestive system. Hey, where's the gallbladder?
I got hungry and it was a fig.
It was modeling clay.
Oh.
By the way, Dad, Mom called. She says she needs to talk to you at home before you go to work.
Oh!
Sometimes I'll listen to them. Sometimes I won't. We'll see what happens.
Go to Shelbyville and steal me some math books. Shouldn't you be in class? Leave me alone. I'm calibrating the protractors.
I don't even know what the hell that means. Oh, the protractors. It's like that math thing no one ever uses and like always loses or throws out every year. Okay, so which costume should I... I'm gonna buy all the costumes, but I guess I'll go for... I always loved being Underwear Homer and then Moo Moo Homer, because Moo Moo... These are all obviously references to the show. And if you guys don't really watch Simpsons, then this game is actually like lost on you, I guess. Best thing about Simpsons is steamed clams. I mean steamed hams. It's an Alderney expression, Superintendent Charmels. Well, yes, and I've actually, like, what was it? See, wait, I've memorized a part of that meme where it was like, oh, how does it start? It's like, oh yeah, from the Aurora Borealis part, I've remembered. It's like, Aurora Borealis. At this time of year, at this time of day, at this part of the country, localized entirely within your kitchen. Yes. May I see it? No. That's the only part I memorized. I kind of remember. So yeah, I don't know. So like, it's kind of like, I don't know what your guys' perspective on this game is if you guys have never played it, but like, yeah, it's basically like GTA for kids, but like still very fun and very up there. That's why this game is still regarded very well. Like, it's actually fun. It's pretty much, you know, got the base game right. Has all the famous Simpson humor from like the best seasons and all that stuff. I actually don't know what season they were on when this game came out. Let me actually search that real quick. Like, I don't know when this game came out and when was the season of The Simpsons when this game was live. It came out, give me the 2003. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, that's older than I thought. Okay. Wow. Okay, so this game is math. 22 years old. Wow, dude, I feel so fucking old. So, okay, 2003. Simpsons seasons. Okay, and then we go to the wiki. No fucking way. No, are you season 15 by the time this game came out? Are you serious? I had it in like my brain that, like, I'll zoom in on this so you guys can see it better. Oh, it's hard to kind of zoom in on it, but like, because like it adjusts. But season fucking 15 was 2004, so season 14. Okay, so you know what? Because they always say like the golden age of Simpsons is like up to season 7 or something, or like, let me double check that. 3 to 8. 3 to 8. So I'm not wrong saying up to 7, but like I guess 8 counts. It all happened because they jumped the shark with Skinner. When did Simpsons jump the shark with Skinner, because people, like, diehard Simpsons fans consider this to be when they jump the shark. Yeah, the principal and the Poper. Yeah, it's this episode where, like, Seymour Skinner is not actually who he is, and they reveal that, like, he had this totally different past, which totally retcons everything the character represented, so that's why people felt... This is season 9. So, yeah, season 9. So that's why I guess up to season 8 people consider good Simpsons up to 8. Because this is when they just... That moment throughout, like, how people felt about the show, the characters. If they could do this with one character, who knows what the fuck they're going to do with the rest of the show, and then yada, 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 nerds angry, and blah, 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 so on, so on, forth. But... let's be real. Simpsons has been... The idea is that they've been going downhill with their quality ever since after 8. And then nowadays, it's very, like, whoever are on the show, who, like, make the show now, they're very much considered hit or miss episodes, because now those are people who grew up with The Simpsons, and the show's kind of like whatever. They don't care what people do with it anymore, so whoever's working on the show... probably passionate about it, so every now and then you'll get a good episode nowadays. I have not watched recent Simpsons, and every time I say I don't watch modern Simpsons, it's like I say that every couple of years, so the definition of modern Simpson changes. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it almost doesn't matter at this point. It's very... I just assume Simpsons is in hit and miss territory nowadays, because they're on, like, what, season 40 or something? I'm not gonna Google it. It doesn't even matter at this point.
Homer, go talk to Ned Flanders. He seems miffed and PO'd.
Why me? I'm the world's greatest neighbor. I even have a mug to that effect.
Crazy that this game is older than me. Sheesh. Yeah, well, it's kind of funny knowing that, and it's like... It's just funny to me, because, like, I don't not understand, but I'm very curious how you guys see The Simpsons nowadays, because, like, oh, yes, you guys probably know, like, oh, The Simpsons is one of the best cartoons ever, but, like, has been downhill since who knows how long, and yada yada, but, like, if you guys were to watch the classic Simpsons, I wonder, like, do you guys actually enjoy and find the comedy good? And I feel like you would, because there's a reason why people go back to it, but it could also be nostalgia, right? It could also be me and my red tinted lenses, and I'm jumping on the bandwagon of, like, everyone else says it's good up to season 8, so I will think it's good up to season 8. It'd be sacrilege, and I would be rejected from the tribe online if I said it wasn't. But I happen to agree, and I like it. And I think if you listen and watch the comedy, and then you compare it to other, like, great comedians like George Carlin, or, like, you know, Dave Chappelle in his early, actually even his recent years, but, you know, he got political. But anyways, that's besides the point. When you compare it to other comedy at the time or today that's still funny, I feel like if it's still, like, your comedy radar can still be good when you watch stuff in the past. And sometimes the things that still surface to the top from the past is what you need to pay attention to. Just like when they're like, oh, if you want to learn about history, or, well, not history, if you're like economics and, like, selling stuff, if you're going into marketing and business, it's like the old books are the best because they're still relevant. And if they're still relevant after all this time... I'm getting way too deep into this. Let's just talk to Ned Flanders.
I'm all in a dither, Homer. So many of my possessions have disappeared. I called the police to find the culprit.
Culprit, eh?
My lawnmower, my cooler, my lawn chair, a family portrait, even Rod's inhaler. What kind of sick individual would take this stuff?
Oh no, I borrowed all of Flanders' stuff. Quick, think of an excuse to get out of here. Excuse me, I think I have to go shuck some corn.
Shuck some corn? What the f... Anyways, collect all 6 Ned's Lost Items before it runs out. Cool. Yeah, so, like, this game was, like, fun for a kid, because, like, yeah, if you didn't have GTA, or if you were stuck with a GameCube, I wasn't stuck with a GameCube. I had all 3 consoles. Lucky little old me. My parents loved me and gave me all my consoles. Little bit of a rarity, if you will. Die, child. And there is a police system, by the way, in this game. If that meter on the bottom right, if I hit enough people, the yellow ring gets full, and then the cops come after me. But there's not really a big problem. Like, the cops aren't that bad in this game. But, yeah, I don't know. Even besides trying to be a GTA clone, this game's just, like, fun as its own. It would probably never exist if GTA never existed, but, you know, so I guess we gotta be thankful for that. But yeah, this game's just, like, very much just go around. There's no killing people. I just realized it's just a lot of driving. A lot of driving, and that's why they call it hit and run. Wait, what? Oh, I gotta talk to him. And you can collect cars, costumes, all sorts of shit.
You remember that cooler I gave you for your birthday? Well, Flanders wants it back.
Now what will I use for a toilet?
That's just, yeah. And the game's also highly regarded because, like, they really treated this game like a whole episode, almost. I mean, it's not really, but, like, they infused it with all the references from all the seasons, all the comedy. And, you know, they might consider season... Okay, I could have went through there, but I'm gonna go this way.
Stupid family.
I have to find a picture of his stupid family, like Homer says. That's also another thing. If the old seasons can pass the test of time for being considered good or funny or whatever, and this game also is up there, that's something to be said. And it's funny because this generation, I never consider it old, but I guess I gotta consider it old now, right? Xbox, the original, and then, you know, you got the GameCube, and then you have the PS2. Like, all that stuff's ancient now, sadly. In my mind, it's still fresh because that was, like, peak of my childhood.
Before the cops find me sitting around talking to myself.
I always thought that was a funny line. I better do something or else the cops are gonna find me to talk to myself. It's like little things like that also. Like, I don't know, man. It's really important to have good cartoons like The Simpsons, where it's an adult cartoon, but it can be catered to the whole family and then had family moral lessons at all the episodes. And, you know, the writers took time to write out something good, right? And so I find that that's really important for a kid to... Even I did when I shouldn't have been, like, watching Futurama or... Hang on, this music is way too intense. Let me just finish this.
Flanders, look! I found your missing stuff! Now, about the reward.
Thanks, neighbor Rooney. Here's your reward. A prayer from the Lord's #1 fan. Our Father in heaven, bless this noble oaf.
Stupid Flanders getting happiness from religion.
Yeah, it's still funny. And so my point is that, like, I wasn't supposed to be, like, watching The Simpsons. I actually had a friend or cousin, close family member, friend type thing. I found it was crazy that their parents would never let them watch The Simpsons. Like, if it was on, they're like, no, that's not good for you. Don't watch The Simpsons. It'll rot your brain. And, like, I always thought that was ridiculous as a child. And I kind of see the point today. This mailbox is so silly. They've never had it like this, I don't think. Just, I guess, if you're a kid and you don't know and you're just like, oh, Simpsons, they're the house. Let's go collect stuff while I start ranting. But, yeah, so I think there's actually quite a lot of value into, like, watching something as a kid that's kind of written by adults, that it can still be enjoyed by adults. And it's like, because if an adult can laugh at something, right? Like, Emp Lemon did a YouTube video where he talked about, what the fuck is happening? Come on. Okay, there we go. Where he talked about how SpongeBob, if you are watching it as a kid, you identify with SpongeBob, and if you watch it as an adult, you then identify as Squidward, as the person watching. And there's a lot of adult comedy, not like NSFW comedy in SpongeBob or any of that stuff. Sometimes that's not what I mean by adult humor, but comedy or things in the show that an adult can enjoy and watch and also relate to from the adult perspective. I think that's when, if you make a kids show or even a family show in general, and a kid is watching it and the adult can enjoy it and the kids can enjoy it, it's a very important thing, because that means the writing is appeals to kids or anyone, but it can also appeal to adults and comes to an adult level. And so what I'm saying is, what that does... How do I break these? There's a way to, like, butt stomp in this game. I can't remember. What is the button? Anyways, it's that, like, if a kid consumes adult comedy, the kid's comedy will then also be going up there and not be treated like fucking Coco Melon level of entertainment, right? Like, if you're actually watching an episode where Bart learns the meaning of, like, stealing is bad, right? And you're a kid and you might not really soak it all in, but there could be jokes and within the moral lesson in there. You might take it in, you might soak it in, you might not. But the point is that it's important for kids to actually be watching something of substance, where a story is going somewhere and it holds your attention and it's engaging and the characters feel real and you see character. Like, it's really important for a kid to actually understand what good entertainment is, so that, like I'd say I got lucky by just, like, watching The Simpsons, like early episodes of Family Guy where they're basically copying The Simpsons with, like, moral lessons and all that stuff, and Futurama and any adult cartoons I wasn't supposed to watch, because as a kid it taught, like, yes, it introduced me to, like, things that I should not be seeing as a kid, like, you know, like boob jokes or something like that, if you will, or swearing or whatever, or drinking or drugs, episodes around that stuff. But at the end of the day, a competent show like The Simpsons, or like even like those one-off shows like The Oddballs or Odd Ones, where like there's such random weird cartoons, or Duckman, that were created in the 90s because that was the thing. Like, since The Simpsons made it popular to make an adult cartoon, it just became like, everyone, let's do it and to make money. And then a lot of good cartoons came out of that and just failed or whatever. And it's just really important for kids to have been a part of that. I guess, like, yeah, like, someone came to work, they wrote something that was actually good. You can even put South Park in there, right? South Park started as like kind of poop humor, but everyone still reveres them as like actually having a message to say along poop humor. I think that's a really smart, a really fine line to walk, where you can talk about pooping yourself in an episode, yet the moral of the episode resonates to this day. Like it's the same idea that, like, I don't know, it's the same idea that, like, no matter what in history, if something surfaces to the top years later still, or gets a cult following later on because the meaning is still relevant, it's important to, I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm basically saying it's important for a young person to be exposed to adult themes, adult comedy, adult morals, adult writing, because they're going to get there eventually, and the sooner they get good quality adult content, like I guess another way to put it is full-grown,
Homie, you're late for work.
yeah, late for work, yeah. Full-grown, matured content, or well thought out, you know, something well thought out that has meaning. Like, if you're an adult and you're going to create something, and you're not going to fucking kill yourself for writing it or being a part of it every day, it will probably have meaning, right? And so, when you do that, and you create something, and it actually, you know, people like it makes people laugh, it makes people feel something, it takes them away from their shitty life, or they actually learn something from it that a simple cartoon taught them that maybe they never understood in their lives, but the moral lesson in this one episode did it for them, and it, you know, shit like that. It's like entertainment, like a well-written Simpsons episode, or any show for that matter, can really, like, have more of an impact on people than you realize. And, like, you know, there's always, like, video games and TV shows that, like, oh, you're going through a shitty period of life, maybe your parents are getting divorced, maybe your house burnt down and you have to move for, like, a year or something traumatic or bad or whatever. And it's important to have some escapism. And as long as that escapism isn't fucking Cocomelon, rot your brain TikTok crap, right? You don't feel like brain rot after, you don't feel guilty about yourself, you don't feel shameful. So then, you know, and there's actually, like, a moral to the story. Someone writ out an actual story in the content you're watching, and, like, someone who was a part of the content put a piece of their soul, something that actually matters and means something in the world. And so then you notice that, and you take that into your world when your world is upside down, and they give an example of a normal world, or a fun world, or just something good, you know, in a time that's bad, or you can't concentrate, or whatever. I don't know. I guess I'm just saying, like, one good cartoons like The Simpsons teaches kids to, like, understand what good comedy is when you take the time, right? And, like, it's, like, it also provides a good escapism that could be used in many ways, whether it's to escape a bad time or just to appreciate something well written or put together. It's just, it's you know, when we already have enough food, when we have shelter, when we have safety, when we have security, what's left? You know, create something, right? And when you could have something, it's really hard for me to make straight with my thoughts. I feel like I'm talking in circles, but basically, I guess what I'm saying is that, like, good, fun, like, seemingly on the surface stupid stuff matters, because it brings people up, it improves people, believe it or not, if someone behind it also cared, I guess, is my main point. And then with that, let's keep going with this level.
Hey, Homer, how about a breakfast churro?
No time. Tell me where to find Mr. Smithers.
Yeah, I think I saw him at the Quickie Mart. More breakfast churros for Lenny.
I'm gonna need a car with a little more junk in the trunk if I'm gonna take him out. I wonder if Barney still has the Plow King.
All right, this is where I get the Plow King. Nice. Gotta have a laugh out there with everyone, you know? Yeah, basically. Basically is another way to look at it. And, like, because I just also watched, like, a YouTube video. Oh, wait. I have to talk to Barney. He's right here. To get the Plow King, because, you know, everything in this game is a reference to something. And, you know, it wouldn't be a Simpsons game without it. Without it, it'd just be just another GTA clone.
Barney, can I borrow the Plow King?
Take what you want, sexy leprechaun. Just don't shoot me with that dart gun. Oh.
Whatever.
And oh yeah, so another thing about this game is you can buy cars. From him, I could just buy, like, the one car for the mission. And so, yeah. So I'm gonna get coins over here. Coins aren't, like, really, like, oh, like in Mario where there's only 100 in the level and whatever. This game, it's like, they don't give a fuck. It's like, however you want to get the points, you get the points. Or the coins, I mean. To buy the shit you want. So if you really wanted a costume, you could just go around the city, collect coins, break everything, and then I think stuff respawns. I don't actually know.
Peanut.
But yeah, so I don't know. I don't know how you guys grew up, or like, it's a totally different world about being like a part of all this like TikTok stuff and social media and all that stuff starting to die down because people realize it's all fucked up. Destruction equal money. Exactly. Another important lesson video games teach. And so I kind of think like, did my family friend kid who at the time like his parents, well, at least I didn't get hit. Okay. who wasn't allowed to watch The Simpsons, did he miss out? Maybe. I think he kind of did. It's everything in moderation, right? Like, because I feel like that really does matter on this. Oh, by the way, this level I'm gonna have to like kill Smithers before he. I basically have to kill Smithers. That's basically what I have to do, so he doesn't tell the boss I was late for work. Which is like, you know, I feel like the comedy in this game is stood up because it is actually still funny. It's like, oh well, I could just go to work on time, or I could kill. Well, not kill him. I'm just trying to break down his car by smashing into it, which could kill him, but it won't. But yeah, I feel like he did miss out on just being a part of that, because it doesn't. I feel like it does develop your emotional intelligence to like understand what good comedy is, you know? Holy fuck, this car saved his ass. Fuck you, dude. Fuck you. Oh wait, what? He's going that way. I thought he was going the other way. Hey yo. And yeah, for those who don't get the reference, he I think for one episode he was just a snowplow, and it was kind of a big episode. I forgot why, but people consider the Mr. Plow episode really good. I forget why, but I'm sure if I go back to it I'll remember, or you could just Google it. But yeah, there's a lot of episodes that like why The Simpsons is so good. It taught life lessons, blah blah blah. And yeah, like good comedy does teach, as I was saying, good emotional intelligence. And that's really important when you're a kid, because like, and by emotional intelligence, I kind of mean, I guess, street smarts in a way. But also there's a flip side to that, where like, you can be too much into like cartoons and stuff, and then you become socially inept, where all you do is reference jokes from a show that are completely out of context, because A, it made you laugh when you watched it, so then you just say it out of context at school or something with friends, and you think it's funny, but like it's out of context, so the joke doesn't work, and you're a kid and you don't understand that yet. So then it could easily backfire. It could actually cause lots of cringe-worthy moments to be too attached to a show. And I'm trying to think, like, what would stop that? And I guess what would stop that, like, what would stop a teenager from, like, okay, let's say a kid was super into The Simpsons, but they didn't understand, like, what would teach them that, like, hey, that doesn't work, you don't want to look cringe in front of everyone? I guess you'd have to just be hanging out with a lot of people or family members who aren't socially inept for you to really understand that beforehand, before telling them the Simpsons thing, right? To understand that normal people in a normal conversation don't reference like jokes randomly, and it's just like, that's when you'll have your cue to not be cringe. So, and the only way if you don't know that is to be cringe and then realize, oh, this is bad, it makes me feel bad, therefore I won't do that so I don't be cringe again. So yeah, there will be a lot of cringy moments in life. Oh yeah, for sure. And you can't not be cringe in your life. It's how you learn, bud. It's how you learn to not be cringe, by being cringe. I feel like there's I don't think there's a single human being on this planet who is not, you know, cringe. There can't be. There really can't be. You have to be weak in some way for you to grow, right? There's no...
Bikini zone's chafing.
I always thought that was funny, because he's like, haha, bikini zone. That means like private area. And like, why would Homer be wearing bikini? Silly Homer. That is inappropriate. That's all I thought. Is this the mission end when I come here, or does it start? I made it to work.
How can I sleep with that camera? Oh, sexy girls could be watching me on the internet. Stupid cameras. You should be smashed. I'll destroy you at your power source.
I will not accept this mission because I need to,
Smashing time.
Yeah, I will save the game, did it save already? Fuck, okay, maybe I will do this. Oh my god, the camera. It's not gonna take that long anyway. Okay, fuck it.
How come I broke you?
Yeah, there's so much like little charm for this game for kids too. Is that like, there's a little area in the power plant here where you can, there's like, for whatever reason, rich man, Mr. Burns, he's got like a giant chess set near his house, which is on the other side of this power plant. So it's like, it's just like fun. It's just, oh fuck me. I've like never fallen for shit like that. Okay, I found good humor jokes from you, bro. Oh, appreciate that. Although some of my humor can be like, not funny, or like a little too much on like the autismo spectrum. I realize like a lot of my jokes can be cringe, but I kind of don't care. I do pride myself into thinking that I have a good sense of comedy because I've watched a lot of old classic stuff where the writers cared about what they were creating. So my comedy, and I used to love the shit out of a lot of comedians, man. Like, fuck, man. I've always wanted to make a video about like talking about like certain comedians and how everyone should listen to these guys. And like, I feel like I'll make that video eventually. Like comedians like Patrice O'Neill, George Carlin, Bill Burr. Who else? Who else are good comedians? And I feel bad when I mention what is a good comedian, because that is a definition that's different for everyone. But I feel like I can still give a list of comedians that are safe bets and that everyone can agree. Like, if it, like, you know how you kind of go on like the Steam reviews for like video games, or not video games, Steam reviews. Well, yes, for video games, and like some games will just be overwhelmingly positive. I feel like you could kind of do that with comedians too, where like, yes, comedy is subjective, but if a game or even a comedian in this example is universally or overwhelmingly positive, there's a reason for that, right? There are fundamentals about them that still work, or that are considered very funny. So I feel like my radar for
Get some sleep.
Mindless drones, return to your ugly families.
Ow! In your face!
Also, I pressed Y to create a nuclear meltdown, YOLO. But yeah, I feel like, yeah, I would like to make, because it's important, because within all those comedians, you can learn something. Like George Carlin teaches you not to trust the government and to think for yourself and blah, blah, blah. And Patrice O'Neill, he honestly taught me to be very authentic. Like, at the end of the day, authenticity is what makes comedy flourish, because it's real. It's like, when you think in history, the comedian or was like the jester, and the court jester was only existed to make the king not think too hard about life or the things in the world, so he wouldn't get depressed or fucked up mentally. So it's like, yes, Gabriel Iglesias, he's a very fine comedian. He is a master of storytelling, mixing that with voice acting. He is a storytelling comedian, and if you notice, people like Dave Chappelle, he's a storytelling comedian who's very heavily leaned into that as he's gotten older, actually. So like, and that's the funny thing, and that's kind of a thing to notice, is that storytelling is a universal skill that comedians, people in business, people who just want to like talk to their friends, like if you can't tell a good story to your friends, no one's going to pay attention to you, and no one's going to have respect for you, because you ramble and you waste people's time, you don't value people's time. And that also translates to being a good YouTuber. It translates, like, storytelling is a very underrated skill that a lot of people should just learn. In general, it helps you with a million things in your life, and it's at the core of human beings. Like, the reason why like people draw, like, you can even use like caveman symbols on the wall, like, the reason why it's important to read books and listen to people and hear stories is because that story might help you survive, like on a primitive level. Like, oh, I heard a story about how Jim bought the new Toyota experimental car, and it blew up a week later, therefore I'm not going to buy the Toyota whatever, because I could die. So it's important to our survival to hear about stories, but it's also to our mental journey or creative survival, like whatever's relevant to your life. Like, let's say you're an artist and you like drawing, you can hear the story about how this one artist, actually, let me get out of this car. The cars are kind of loud and it plays the music.
I had a dog with a saddle.
It's like, if you're trying to be good at art and you're an artist and you value drawing and all that stuff, like listening to other artists and their stories could fast track you to being a better artist, or hear the downfalls if you want to have a business in drawing or whatever, be an artist online. There's just too much value in listening to someone's story that will save you time if the story is relevant, true, and actually has results. It's kind of like what a business does. It's like, oh, what's an example of like a product that would be used in a story? It'd be like, and products do this all the time. It's like, has this ever happened to you? And like, that's a story, right? Like, story about like how you tried cooking for the first time, you hated it, and you're like, fuck cutting tomatoes. When I cut tomatoes, it's always a hassle and blah, blah, blah. And then like an infomercial, a commercial comes on, has this ever happened to you? And you're like, yeah, it has happened to me. And it's like, well, my story, the commercial is kind of saying, is that I have this product that became the solution to my problem, and here's the story of how I found it. It's this product, I used it, and then it made my life better, yada, yada. Very simple, not really a story, but that's kind of building a story. Like, has this happened to you? Relatable thing that's relevant to you. It's like, yes, that's relevant to me because that's happened to me. I will pay attention now. My attention is towards you. Yada yada, and then and then you know, if it leads to the solution, people stay with the story and all that stuff. And yeah. All right, I've been talking too much. That's it for this episode, everybody. If anyone has any last words, last questions, feel free to leave it in the comments of this video or right now in the Twitch chat if you're here with me live today. These are all streamed live on Twitch, so if you're watching on YouTube, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Leave a like if this was good. I don't know if these are good, so leave a like if I know it's good. And, yeah, and that's about it. That's about it for today, fellas. So, hope you have a gale day, gale week. And next time on Simpsons Hit Run, shout out to Hoopy for recommending this game I start up again. So, YOLO swag balls. Cheers.